Hi, I'm just going to show how to put inside the radio mics, the Tetrads, a really nice and easy piece of fabric, ribbon fabric, to pull the batteries in and out. As you can see, it nicely folds back into place, so it makes it really easy. Right. First of all, with the capsule, battery cover out. To get these clips out, the best way I found is if you push your finger and get underneath it and then just lift it up like that. Same with the connect button. And then remove these bits. So they're out, and just very carefully pull that out. And it should just slide apart like that. Right. Next wee trick which I have is the ribbon cable, because it frays quite easily at the edges. I grab some super glue, now this is around about 10 centimeters long, so I found the best method is if I, before cutting it, put a run of glue about 10 centimeters on the ribbon cable, and it stops it from fraying. Give me a minute and then cut it just like that, and then that way it doesn't fray. So the next thing is pick up the radio mic, and this side here where there's no components or anything like that in the way, and no switches in the way to worry about, is I feed ribbon cable through there like that, then come around, pop it up that side. I get it roughly about even and work it down so there's a little wee nick just in there in the plastic. If it sits around about just before that, should be about sweet. And what I do is get the super glue again. The reason why I chose this part of the circuit board because there's no components on it, but I get the super glue and I very carefully just run a little wee bead between the ribbon and that plastic a wee bit. And then that will set that into place. The other thing I look out for on these radio mics is that the power button back there, where this plastic housing actually hits the little switch, that the glue is still in there and it's intact. And the other little spot which it goes crazily wrong is this glue here sometimes lifts up and the wire breaks there on the connections, especially that little wee blue one. The blue one seems to be more volatile to breaking than what the red one does, even though it doesn't look like it's broken. If you look under a microscope or a magnifying glass, you'll actually see that it's held there in place by the Louis nylon thread, but the wire itself is actually broken, so it gives the appearance at first glance that it's actually connected, but when it's not. So if you don't get any audio, that's possibly the reason why. Yeah, so that glue's probably dried now, so just put everything back together again. So just temporarily tuck them in there so they're out of the way. There you go. It should just sit into place where it's supposed to live nice and easily, like that. The other thing that goes wrong is the metal ferrule around here pops out, and you can glue that into place if it has. And then back in. But yeah, it's quite important just to make sure that the ribbon is not too far down that end, but just as I said, right where that little wee plastic nick is, that's where it begins, just in there, like that. And as you can see, it just naturally sits, so when I reach for some batteries and put some batteries in it, just naturally sits in the way, and let's just put the cover back on. Just like that. Nice and easy for removing the batteries. Thank you.